बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। आज हम पढ़ने जा रहे हैं एरे के बारे में। एरे एंड कंसेप्ट ऑफ एरे। एरे क्या चीज़ है, हम एरे क्यों इस्तेमाल करते हैं, ये अब हम पढ़ेंगे। In general, when we want to store data during program execution, so we need variable. But what is the limitation of variable? The limitation of variable is that if I write int a semicolon, if in variable concept, if I want to store 7 values, 7 constant values, so I must declare 7 variables, separate type of variable for storage of 7 value. The more quantity we require, the more variable we will need to declare. So to overcome this concept, to overcome the number of declaration of variable, we use the concept of array. Just like I want to declare a variable, to declare an array, here I have declared an array with the name x. This array contains different number of cells. These cells are 0, it will hold some value 20, the next cell will hold some value 30, the next cell will hold some value 40, the next cell will hold some value 50, the next cell will hold some value 55, or that may be 60, that may be 70, that may be 80, this may be 90, etc, etc. Suppose I want to restrict it to 6 memory location, it will hold. So here we have declared an array with the name of x, and it hold just 7 value, just 7 value. This first cell which hold 20 value, it is represented usually by the index 0. Similarly, the second one is represented by the index 1, the third one is represented by the index 2, the fourth one is represented by the index 3, the fifth one is represented by the index 4, and the sixth one is represented by the index 5, and similarly the last one is represented by the index 6. So here we can store 6 value in this array. Its length is 6. We can store 7 value, but its length is 6. So usually in array hold the starting value of the array is usually stored under the index 0, because array represent the number of cell in the computer memory. Each and every cell has its own index and concept of array. Here we have overcome. If we want to use variable for these 7 values, 70, 60, 55, 40, 30, etc. So we must have to write to declare 7 separate variable, but here under the single name x, we can store 7 value in only one array. So here we overcome the number of repetitive declaration of variable. Mean to say, if I want to store these 7 value using variable, so I must need to declare 7 separate variable, but here using array we have overcome that concept, and this is the advantage of array, that we can store multiple value, several value under the single name. But the declaration of array, how can we represent it in the memory? How can we represent it in the memory? X 0 will hold the value what? The value 20. It means that the index 0 here in array X, the index 0 hold the value 20. Similarly, the index 1 hold the value 30, comma, यहाँ पर भी comma लगाए. Similarly, the index 2, it will hold what? 40 value, comma, single. Similarly, the index 3 hold value 50, and so on. The last index, which is the index 6, that hold the value 70. Here the indices is the plural of index. The index is equal to what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6. And the data items are 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and stop. These are the data item, but each and every location here, each and every location must have its own address, just like the address. First location having the address 100, second location having the address 102, third location having the address 104, second location, third location having the address 104, 05. Similarly, fourth location having the address 106, fifth location having the address 107, and sixth location having the address 108, and so on. Here we have 7 memory locations. 6, it will hold 7 memory location. It will hold it. Its indices will be increased up to 6, because in array the first value usually is stored on the index 0. This is the concept of array. In array we can store. What is the definition of array? Now question arises, how we can define array? Array is the collection of homogeneous is the collection of a homogeneous type of elements means that array is the name of contiguous memory location in the computer RAM, where each and every cell will hold some specific value that may be referenced by an index. Thank you for watching this video. This was the concept that we have declared here, we have discussed here. This is the concept of array, that how can we declare one dimension array. I want to repeat it again a little bit. In array we can store multiple value in computer memory under the same variable, under the same label. But in variable, if we want to store multiple values, so we must have to declare multiple variable for that. So array give a programmer the convenience to declare, to store multiple value under the same name. But the condition is those value must be of same data type. So therefore we can define array, that array is the collection of homogeneous type of element, means that array is the name of contiguous memory location in the computer RAM, where each and every cell will hold some specific value, but those value must be of same data type. When we want to grouping the data and store multiple value under the same variable, same name, for that reason, for that purpose, we use array. To increase our programming speed, to increase our calculation speed, we use array. Thank you for watching this video. See you next time.